for their 3-year anniversary of the Wii. The Wii is turning 3 years old, and now with its motion controller out, really revolutionized the market, and having it still be on top with great sales records. I think the Wii, without the Wii success, Project Natal, the PS3 wand, all this stuff, I don't think that ever would have happened without the Wii and the Wii's not only the success of the Wii. So I say my winner of the week is Nintendo for their great accomplishment with the Nintendo Wii, forever remembered for what's to come in the gaming market. And I'm going to just go ahead and pick my loser right now. It's just an interesting choice. I'm going to say Activision is my loser of the week, which is an interesting choice because they released Modern Warfare 2 today, which broke all the sales records set by themselves, mind you. And I'm going to say they're the loser of the week, not because of Modern Warfare, but because of some of the other stuff that's been going on with Activision. One of their employees releasing the quote, taking all the fun out of making video games, which is absolutely ridiculous, and absolutely killing the Tony Hawk series, which has very little to offer. Tony Hawk Ride was one of the worst skateboarding games I've ever seen, especially with the standards being higher with games like Skate. They tried to innovate with a peripheral, which is Activision's big problem here, especially now making those music games. So it's gonna be tough for Activision to come back from a game like that. A really, really bad peripheral, unusable, broken game, and of all people to do it to, it's Tony Hawk. And I think if anyone was going to make a great skateboarding game, it's Tony Hawk. What do you think about Activision?
That was the skateboarding game is just pathetic. I mean, the controller idea, nice attempt, nice idea. The whole interacting the player.
Very poor execution.
Yes, the thing breaks easy. It's unresponsive. It's difficult to use.
It's hard. You can't steer. In order to make the game half playable, you need to be in easy mode, having it steer for you, and then you'll still never get through the game.
Yeah, I mean, you're just. Also, too, not everyone is a skater. Very few people are. The only people playing skater games are people who aren't skaters. If you are a skater, you're out on your skateboard. You're not bothering with Tony Hawk
That's
games.
a great point.
I mean, so the only people who are going to be playing this are the overweight guys who sit at home who have little to no life and are wannabe skaters who then can't even use the controller they give you. You break it, the game is unusable. Plus, who has space to put a miniature skateboard in the room and jump around on it all day?
We have enough plastic in our living rooms now anyway. I mean, now especially if you're a Wii owner with all the Wii peripherals, and then there's Rock Band plastic instruments, Guitar Hero stuff. We have enough peripherals at this point. We need to stop being just flooded with peripherals. And I think it was a low blow by Activision to release a peripheral and just try to raise some money. I think it was really, really, really stupid. Alright, finally we're going to go to our last segment. It's going to be our top 3 games to play for, I guess right now, online. I'm going to start with mine. I'm going to say top 3 games to play. Number 1, let's not mince words. Let's get right to the point. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That is the biggest game. 4 million first day. It broke every sales record set by its predecessor, Modern Warfare 1. So one of the greatest games. Huge online community. This is the game to be playing online. A second game is going to be Uncharted 2 for the PS3. Great game, great visuals, great execution. I'll give this game a 10 out of 10 right now. It's an excellent game, and if you're owning a PS3 right now, you better pick up Uncharted 2 and play through it. It's the biggest game on the PS3 right now. Don't miss out on it. And the last one's going to be an indie title that probably none of you saw coming. Plants vs. Zombies, and it's an interesting choice, but I'll tell you why it's making headlines now. They released the Flash version online. You can play the demo, and then of course you can go right in from the demo to buy the real game. You can buy it off Steam, you can buy it off PopCapGames.com. Great game, great gameplay. It varies it up with every level. It's not repetitive, it's challenging, and an ultimately great game. Play Plants vs. Zombies, play Uncharted 2 if you got a PS3, and if you're not playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I don't even know why you're watching this. You're not a game appreciator at all. Great game. Play them all.
Alright, my top 3. First one, probably none of you have ever heard of it. Probably very few of you ever will. Trine. Alright?
What?
No, listen to me. Alright.
Trine?
Yes, Trine. Alright? Yes.
I'm having trouble believing Trine.
I'm gonna backhand you in a moment. Alright, Trine. Unbelievably great visuals. Yes, they are simple visuals, but detailed to the extreme nonetheless. It is a stunning visual game. If you have a big screen, blow it up as large as you can. Throw up the graphic details as high as you can. It's a stunning game. I mean, I'd even gonna compare this to things like Crysis in just the wonderful visuals they give you.
Maybe in style.
Yes.
In style.
Yes. Now, obviously, different gameplay styles, different games.
I disagree that this would be the top one on your list.
No, because I love it so much because it's an offline game. You don't need an internet connection for it. Yes, that is also, not exactly...
Well, this is coming from the PC point of view, which is the platform you played it on. If you're playing it on your Xbox, I don't know, or Xbox or any other console, I'm not exactly sure how that would break down.
But pretty much, it's an offline game, which means you and a friend have to actually buddy up together. Yes, you have to see each other's faces once in a while. Buddy up together, grab a game controller, plug it in, and go offline. Unbelievably great three-person gameplay. It's a platformer, something we haven't seen in a very long time. Some of you younger gamers, probably never seen a platformer in your life. All right, shame on you. Shame on you.
Puzzle platforming. I mean, I will agree that this is a good game, but definitely not #1 for December and coming up on Christmas.
Yes. Well,
you need a better case. You need a better case to make this a top pick.
I mean, it has unbelievable gameplay. You have great graphics, hours of gameplay. Just sit down with a friend and play it, okay? It's an offline game, which means your internet connection's down, or, maybe you're getting Fios or something, or another internet connection, and you can't play anything. Well, what are you gonna do? You're a gamer. This is your life. With no internet connection, pretty much virtually all of your games are useless. And what are you gonna do? Play campaign mode that you've already beaten probably 8 times now?
Which most of it co-op nowadays.
Yeah, so now call over your friend, call over your buddy, maybe a sibling or something, maybe even a parent. Maybe a parent's a gamer. Yeah, they exist. Get them together, grab, an Xbox controller if you already got one. If you don't, you can run over to some place like GameStop or something and get a USB controller.
Ooh, GameStop.
Screw you. Throw it in there and just play. By the time you're done, your new internet connection is already installed, and now you can get back to your other games. #2, Assassin's Creed 2, a great game. So many new features you can do. You can, in the first one, pretty much, again, plenty of options, but pretty much there's only really one or two ways to deal with a problem. Fight them or run away. That's it. Now you have so many more options to deal with one problem. A guard's coming up to you. You can play stupid. You can kill him as usual. That's always an effective thing. You can bribe him. You can just simply pay him off. You can throw money on the ground and attract peasants from everywhere to block his path while you get away. You can hire concubines and hookers and such, and actually have them go over to the guards and distract them while you go past or leave. You can run over, if you're being chased by odds you can't fight, you find a band of thieves. You'll find them everywhere, guys, just talking on rooftops, exchanging deals and such. Throw money at them, and they'll fight your battles for you. You can run away, have better chances to do other stuff, or join into the fray, and then kill the guys you just paid and get your money back. You have so many new options. Plus, there's not the repetitive eagle dive off the cliff.
Although there is plenty of it.
Yes, obviously there is plenty of it, but there's not as much as there was in the first game, where that was pretty much your main means of escape, just hurling yourself off of buildings into conveniently placed bales of hay and such. There's more thinking involved now. I mean, you still have all the climbing abilities. I am kind of pissed that you're a little slower than usual, but nonetheless, great gameplay, great ways to get around stuff. Storyline's a little short, but still playable. You can go back over and over again and try pretty much any way conceivable to deal with any situation. Now, final game, I'm gonna say, I know probably all of you are gonna hate me and try and crucify me for this. Modern Warfare 2. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the game. I feel it's gonna be another Halo scenario.
Oh my god, this is shocking.
Yes, it's gonna be another Halo scenario. Modern Warfare 1 was amazing. That was a great game. Everybody loved it. Even I loved it. Alright, and I'm not usually a console gamer. It was a great game. Then the sequel comes out, which in my opinion is running almost purely off the steam of the previous one, off of all that momentum that the last one killed. Because it's so anticipated, even if it was a horrible game, even if you just flicked it on, you got a title sequence, and that was your game, people still would have ended up buying it just from the sheer numbers and influence from its predecessor. I look at the gameplay and such. I mean, the storyline is total bogus. There's no way that could ever be a conceivable reason for war happening.
Okay, I disagree strongly. The storyline, I think, is one of